Men of Reddit, who are unable to share their emotions with anyone, what would you like to share? I act indifferent and have things under control, but in reality I'm terrified of the future. I think about 100 what-if scenario a day. I don't like to talk about myself cause I feel like I'm not interesting or people don't care about what I have to say about my life. Thank God I have good friends, but those things not even them I can share with. I can't possibly reply to each one of you, but you best believe I read each comment and my burden feels so much lighter. Know all those strangers just relate to me and comfort me without knowing me. So thank you. Also, a lot have suggested I look into therapy or anxiety medication, so I'll do that. Only one of my friends ever contacts me unprompted, whether it is via text or a quick drop by. I would never hear from the others again if I didn't message or call them first. This isn't as bad as some of the others here, but it has been bothering me for a long while. Thank you all for the words of support or even just talking about your own experiences. I wish you all the best friends in the world. Thank you for all the rewards, but honestly I have no idea what they mean. Reading your replies is more than enough. If these cost money, please spend it on something for yourself, even if that is just a beer, a chocolate bar or something healthy. Most people deserve that. I'm certain you do too. If you are inclined to give, I'm sure there's nicer things you can spend it on than some mystified fool on the internet. I honestly can't keep up with the replies and messages, but please check out the sticky if you're in any sort of need. I'm sure the people on the other end of those links don't mind your questions or tales, however small they may seem to you. I'd love to reply to you all, but I can't, and I'm sorry. Some typos and wording. Have a wonderful morning, noon, evening or night.
Hey guys, much like you, I love reading people's stories on Ask Reddit. Unfortunately, there's a lot of weird middle school level, just thought experiment type hypotheticals like nice try Baskin Robbins. I don't find this compelling, so that's why I've made it my mission to trawl and crawl through Ask Reddit and find the very best content and put it in your ears. That's why I'm begging you, like and subscribe. If there's anything I can do to help you out, give you the kind of content that you crave to help you get through your workday, let me know in a comment. But please like and subscribe.
Shit, I just tried writing something for the past hour and I can't share my emotions, even to a bunch of strangers on Reddit, so I guess that's something to share. Atlas, thank you all so much for commenting. This is the first time I ever had this many people care about something I said. I'm not the type for talking, so I probably won't ever message you about my feelings. The most I do in terms of showing my feelings is through music. Either way, I'm still reading new comments. You guys are awesome. Really made my day. Second, my has just told me she's losing feelings for me. Everyone looks to be going just fine in my life. I don't want to exist anymore, honestly. I don't want to die. I just want the memory of me and who I am to be wiped away from everyone so I don't disappoint anyone anymore. I just want to be a ghost and not exist anymore. Sorry, just going through some shit right now with depression, heartbreak, insomnia, and a slew of other things that I have to hide so to not hurt or disappoint anyone. I distance myself from everyone in my life emotionally because the feeling of being vulnerable and truly opening up to people scares the shit out of me. It always seems to come back to bite me in the ass when I leak a little bit too much information because I just want to be alone and forget about everything. I wish I could live alone and have very little interactions with everyone. It's always so draining to be around people day in day out with little alone time. I'm tired of pretending everything is going well. I lost all motivation and drive to do well in life. I keep telling myself it will get better, but nothing is going right. I just want a hug from someone who really cares about me and tell me everything will be okay. I want to drop out of school so badly to recover, but that's not possible. Eddie, thank you so much for all your encouragement and kind words. I really appreciate it. My day got better. It's getting late here and I will continue reading and replying to you guys tomorrow. I appreciate every single one of you. Hugs. I don't know how I feel half the time. I find other people's emotions relatable and I feel like I can empathize with them, but when it comes to mine, it seems difficult to define. I hate that I lie about myself to make myself seem more interesting. It's so hindering. I feel so fucking stupid after it and just start cringing. I don't know if I'm stupid or intelligent. I'm definitely lazy. I know that much. I don't feel wanted or needed in my life, but I know that logically it's not true. I just associate being wanted or loved with physical affection, not sex, and those interactions are few and far between. I'm not scared of dying, but I'm scared of risking things. Sometimes I even think that death would be a good option, because I feel there is no predesignated point to living. We have to create a point, and I don't know what I want my point to be. I had no idea this would get so much attention. Thank you for all the awards and comments. Never knew how good internet points could make you feel. Sincerely, thank you. I'm in the same boat. When I do hear from friends, it's only because they need help with something. I'm a fairly handy and mechanically inclined guy. Not many of my friends are, so whenever someone needs something fixed or worked on, they call me. I'm fucking tired of helping people, but it's hard to say no because I like to think I'm a good friend. It's just hard when that feeling isn't reciprocated. Thanks for all the replies, both optimistic and pessimistic. I figured I'd address a couple recurring themes here instead of replying individually. Maybe they ask you to help with things just to spend time with you. I don't think so. The stuff I'm asked to help with is stuff they absolutely couldn't do themselves. Lack of skills, proper tools, workspace, etc. Ask them to help you with things and see if they're willing to help or make excuses. They absolutely would, but I typically don't need help with anything, so to ask them for help with something I'm fully capable of doing myself would seem weird, and I'd just be falling into the category of the first bullet point up there. I always initiate or coordinate hangouts or get-togethers, and generally most of them will show up, but that's the point of this whole post. Nobody ever takes the initiative to reach out first unless they need something. It's possible they're just terrible communicators. It's also possible they don't want to just hang out. My wife needs me to be mentally and emotionally strong, capable, confident, able to make decisions, able to lead and manage. I cannot show weakness, anxiety, indecision, or exhaustion in front of her. I cannot make mistakes. But I am weak, anxious, indecisive, and exhausted because I am only human. 2020 has been a tough year for everyone, but in addition to COVID, I have started a new job in a new country and borne the brunt of all the administrative, logistical, and financial management of moving us. I have decision fatigue. I wake up with a sense of dread. All I really want to do is hibernate. But I can't show it. She loses faith in me if I don't keep a stiff upper lip and just handle it like a man. She supports in lots of practical ways: shopping, cooking, cleaning, childcare, but what I need now is a friend, someone I can be myself with, and can share my fears and vulnerabilities with, can have the liberty to be less than perfect with. She won't let me do that, because it scares her too much. She needs a strong man to cling to, and if her man turns out not to be strong, she lashes out in fear. So I have to kind of bottle it up. I used to have a group of male friends. I couldn't really discuss these things, but at least we could go out for a drink once in a while and unwind, but COVID and moving have put an end to that. I now feel that I have no one, really, who is close enough with whom to share this crushing burden of responsibility. It is affecting our marriage because it doesn't feel like a partnership. A husband and wife should first and foremost be friends, but she says she can't be my friend because friends don't have to rely on each other financially. It's like being married to a housekeeper secretary. We have sex from time to time, but without the emotional support of a friend, I feel like that, too, is a performance that I have to put on, a persona of a super masculine, hyper-dominant real man. Anything less, she says, is disgusting. She doesn't even like cuddling afterwards because she thinks it's pathetic and real men don't cuddle, they fuck and leave. I'm deeply, deeply unhappy. But the only people who know are random internet strangers. One day I swear I'm going to crack. The only reason I don't is because we have a kid. It's not worth sharing. Every single person that I've opened up to, from my parents, friends, bullies, etc., used it against me in some shape or form, and it just psychologically messed me up. I don't dare to say that I had depression, but it made me become 100 times more careful when I speak my mind, and I developed a habit of talking to myself when alone because I just can't hold some doubts and feelings deeply locked up inside me. I am quite new to Reddit, and the willingness of strangers on the internet ready to hear each other out just because they want to make another stranger feel better is just so amazing and shows how great the community is. My heart goes to all of you people who are dealing with same or similar things in life and are just hoping to get to better side of things.
This year, like I said, I'm having a midlife crisis. I've started a YouTube channel and I'm on a big health kick. One thing that I found is very easy to eat, very easy to prepare, is I heat up chickpeas with chicken broth and tikka masala. And there are two schools of thought about how you should eat beans. Some people believe you should buy the dry beans and soak them, but I tried that and it was a disaster. So I buy canned beans every time. And if I'm opening like 2 cans a day to be on this diet, it is a massive pain in the ass if the can has this jagged metal edge. I'm worried if like little bits of metal are getting into my food and going to slice up my intestines. So I found this special can opener that actually opens the can in a way that is completely safe, no metal's getting in your food, and is 1,000 times better than any other can opener I've ever used. So if you wind up, opening a lot of cans for whatever reason, maybe you've got a cat or something, you must buy this can opener from my affiliate link.
Give us a pat on the back and ask us how we're doing every now and then. As small as it may seem, it can mean the world to some. Unpack Serb. Oh, well, I certainly didn't expect this. Thanks very much for the awards and shared kindness. Do take care. Realized in hindsight that I've done a lot of healing, and my comment is taking attention away from people who need the love more. Took it down. It's also super specific, and anyone who knows me will immediately know it's me. I didn't think this would get traction. I only meant to support the guy above me. Thanks, good people. You blew a stranger's mind with love today. Tired in the soul is what it is. I'm tired of being an adult, tired of always being there for my wife and kids, although I also want to be there for them. Tired of life not being how I wanted it to be. Tired of living in a city and not seeing enough green. Tired of how humanity treats each other, other species and the planet. Tired of being almost 50 and that my life is planned out before me. Tired of responsibility. Tired of having to compromise my own desires for others. Tired of his petty life is. The list goes on. This right here. I love my friends, small as that circle is. But if I got a phone call or text from any of them unprompted, I can't remember. And the worst part of it for me is I want to say I'm not having great friends. But I'm secretly envious of those around me with functional relationships. Edit for clarity. I'm actually engaged, supposed to be married, but COVID and all. I think what I meant by functional is a relationship of reciprocation where as much effort is received as is given. Not that you demand or expect it as much as fuck it would be nice if someone called and asked how I was doing and not what are you doing. If that makes sense. As a woman, I can't tell you how much it helps to talk things out. Even when you have no idea what to say, just talking about your feelings and having them heard is half the therapy. I feel sorry that men have been conditioned to keep their emotions hidden. It's such a sad and lonely way to be. I hope more men feel comfortable talking about their feelings every day. Fuck your feelings, because I need my illusions of big daddy protector provider husband. I've never seen our relationship so neatly summarized. Also, if you don't consistently live up to my illusions of big daddy protector provider husband, then you are a disappointing and disgusting failure. It's crazy how far I can relate to you, dude. When I opened up about my depression to my friends, they started making fun of me, saying I was asking for attention. Since then, I had taken an oath to never open up to anyone in life. That's why I asked this question. You could share anything, No one gonna judge you, and after all you are anonymous, but I won't force you. Recently became a father and started getting greater responsibility professionally, and this is basically my entire day. Pretend to be in control at home, pretend to be in control at work. Too many people, too important to me, depend on me maintaining this facade for me to drop it. Just a year ago nobody depended on me. My world has changed so radically, but I'm still the same on the inside. Dude, a woman hasn't hugged me in over a year. Trying to date after a bad breakup only makes the pandemic worse for everyone, so I stay home alone. I'm so lonely. I just want a woman to touch me. It doesn't have to be sexual. Just give me a hug. Edit. The supportive comments are much appreciated, thank you. It has helped. Edit. To all I meant was that I'm not trying to date because of the pandemic. My wedding was poor. My wife is currently having an emotional affair with a co-worker and shows no remorse. Her family and friends seem to support her. I had some serious anxiety about a year ago for a handful of months, and my wife found someone else during that time. My whole world is destroyed. I feel like a loser. I'm too embarrassed to admit it to my friends, and I don't know how I can continue on. She starts individual counseling tomorrow, and all I can hope is that she at least realizes how hurtful she has been. I can't imagine being with anyone else, but having your wife tell you that she thinks she may be happier with another man just sucks all of your self-worth out of you.
Do you have any idea how convenient it is to use a Keurig machine for brewing coffee or tea? Personally, I gave up coffee a long time ago, but I was able to get a great, delicious cup of coffee in just seconds with no cleanup, no extra work, using a Keurig machine and a K-cup. And now I use my Keurig machine to brew tea, loose leaf tea, every day that I drink. And I also use it to make oatmeal and, anything else that you can put hot water into. So if you don't have a Keurig machine in your house, you're missing out. Try my affiliate link below in the description of the video, and you too can enjoy a great cup of coffee in seconds, any time of day.
I personally isolate myself because when I message friends unprompted to check in or maybe hang out, I always feel like I'm bothering them. Then I get stressed the more I think about it and eventually talk myself out of it. Your response hit close to home in a way. I hope the best in life, you man. Thanks everyone for insightful comments and relatable stories. Hope a fantastic holidays to everyone. I'm a new mom to a baby boy, and I felt compelled to tell you that your story broke my heart, and I'm so sorry you were treated so horrendously. You already know this, but your mom is human trash. Thankfully it sounds like you've found your people now, and you so deserve that. Stay well. Are you able to talk to a therapist? I developed these same self-protection mechanisms when I was younger to cope with abuse, and they worked very well. Now I am older, that threat is no longer present in my life, but I still have the same survival instincts that kick in, and they no longer work, and in fact do damage to myself. I've finally found the right therapist for me, and being able to talk about these things really does help, as clicked as that sounds. I'm not going to claim to be 100 better, but I am recognizing my knee-jerk reactions and how what my gut is telling me will make me feel better will actually make me feel worse in the long run. Hey, if anyone wants to DM me and release, I promise to listen. No judgment. If you want advice or for me to respond with uplifting messages, I'm here for you. I do this with the men in my life. I make sure to check in on them. I let them vent about women, work, self-esteem issues, doubts, insecurities, etc. I care so much about humans. And I feel so sad that men feel they can't open up. Just putting the offer out there in case someone needs it. I really do care and want to be there for you. Thanks guys for all the awards. I've been having a rough week myself, and this is such a lovely gift. Here for you all. I feel blessed. Hey, you there, sir. I'm so sorry you've been made to feel like you have to hide your struggle, and I'm so sorry that you've had to bear the weight of it alone. I don't know what it's like to be you exactly, but I do know what it's like to feel like you can't tell anyone. If you ever need an anonymous internet person to vent to or chat with, I'm here for you. If not, no hard feelings, and I wish you love and healing, you guys, and your awards and your kind comments. What a good way to feel good in the morning. I'm just doing for someone else what someone did for me though. Don't forget to pay it forward and help the people around you. We have to be kind and soft with men. We put too much pressure on them to be infallible, and that's not reasonable. Send the men in your life some flowers.
Hey guys, do you ever have a problem getting to sleep at night? Well, I've got the magic pill to cure your insomnia. Much like you, I used to twist and turn all night. But then I discovered that you can take melatonin and Valerian Root together to get a good night's sleep every single night. I've been taking it every night for years and years. I've been taking Valerian and melatonin, and this is my life hack to get a good night's sleep and vivid dreams every night. So be sure to click my affiliate links, and I will give you the gift of a good night's sleep.